What happened in the market today might have just changed everything. For the last few months, whenever a bad headline came out, the market went down. And today it was different. We had bad news over the weekend, futures dropped, but the market surged higher. That is a notable change and could be a signal that there's a change in the trend coming. In this video, I'm going to point out to you exactly why this could be a significant moment within the market right now. I'm going to point out some key levels to watch within the S&P 500, and then I'm also going to show you exactly where I think money is rotating in the market right now. Because if this holds, this next move higher could catch a lot of people off guard. My name is Helene Markham, and for the last 10 years, I've worked alongside trading legend Chuck Hughes, managing stock and option trade alert services for our members. My goal here is to help you become a more successful trader. So let's go ahead, let's jump into it. So here we are, we're looking at the S&P 500, and we can see here what appears to be that bottom on March 30th, and then trading higher from that low. We can see a consolidation for the S&P right around that 20-day EMA. And then finally, news of that ceasefire deal came through. We saw that surge higher from there. Here we are today. We're looking at today's candle. And as I said, we had bad news leading into today, but the market clearly shook it off, traded higher. So in terms of the midterm trend, I think that we're headed higher from here. But just looking at this week, we are technically overheated, right? The index is trading above the upper Keltner channel, which is right around 68.75. So because of that, I would expect either sideways consolidation or a slight pullback, especially after the price action and the trading higher that we've seen over the past week or so. We are due for a bit of a cool down. And so what exactly would that look like? I would expect that the S&P 500 would pull back below the upper Keltner channel, which the upper channel is at 68.75. And then ideally, if this bullish trend is going to remain intact, it's going to trade no lower than that middle Keltner channel, which is 66.75. So realistically, I would think it's going to pull back and down, stay above that middle channel, and then start to trade higher once again. But with that, let's go ahead and jump into the exact sectors that I'm seeing the biggest opportunity in right now this week. In order to see exactly where the opportunity lies this week, I like to look at a sector heat map. And specifically, I'm looking at the heat map from the last week because about a week ago, we got news of that ceasefire deal. The market started breaking out and we saw a major sector rotation, right? We saw money move out of defensive names and energy and into this high growth tech sector. So looking at the heat map, I can see very clearly exactly what I just said. Energy, all, broadly speaking, down. Some more defensive plays, some utilities down. Walmart, Costco, TJ Maxx. So some of these more, as I said, defensive, conservative plays that you would be trading or expecting to see trading higher within a correction, they have all been down since that ceasefire deal. And instead, we're seeing money move into technology, high growth. We're looking at NVIDIA, Apple, Broadcom, guys, Google, Microsoft, Meta, just some of the biggest movers. So technology and technology services. Also seeing a lot of movement from finance, right? I'm looking at JPM up over 6% on the week, MS up over 9%. As a trend follower and momentum trader, I'm looking to position myself in the strongest breakout sectors. So that means I'm looking to trade technology and technology services and also finance. That's why this heat map is so helpful. It's telling me exactly where the money is moving. And I, as a momentum trader, as I said, want to be behind the momentum, following the trend higher. Right now, here is how I'm looking at it. The market just made a big change. Bad news hit and it traded higher. If this holds, then the next leg higher could be a lot stronger than most people are expecting. In the short term, yes, I am expecting a little bit of a consolidation, even a pullback, but that's totally normal in any bull trend. The overall picture is that I'm leaning bullish at this point, especially if we continue to see rotation into tech and growth names. But I'll be watching the levels closely and trading along to see how things develop from here. If you'd like to see my weekly favorite trade setups, go ahead. I have a free newsletter. I send it out to my members. The link is in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.